Hello, everybody. My name is Patrick Williams, owner and operator of Brothers BBQ and Catering, and also co-owner of Pier 34 Seafood and Pub, based out of Goldsboro, North Carolina. You can find me on TikTok as Brothers BBQ and Catering, and Instagram at Brothers BBQ and Catering. And also, you can find the restaurant. You can Google search us, and you can also find us on Facebook and Instagram at Pier 34 Seafood and Pub. That's 1206 North Berkeley Boulevard. And my catering services, I cover North Carolina, South Carolina, DC, Maryland, and Virginia.
I want 7.5 million over my head, money hitting under my bed. Baby, let me talk about it, let me talk about it, let me talk about it. Got my grind on heavy till the fam get fed. They gotta be good when I'm dead, man. Let me talk about it, let me talk about it, let me talk about it. My grind on heavy till the fam get fed. They gotta be good when I'm dead, man. Let me talk about it, let me talk about it, let me talk about it.
All right, y'all. Thank you again for tuning in for another dope episode of In True Form. I'm your host, Corey Truesdale. I have a dope special guest for me today, by the name of Patrick Williams. And he's a special guest, so I'm going to break this down to you a little bit, so stick with me. My man owns his own food truck business, and you're a co-owner of a seafood business.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to tell the world what those businesses are?
Yeah. First, I'll start off with the catering business. It's Brothers BBQ and Catering. And I also co-own a seafood restaurant, which is Pier 34 Seafood and Pub, based out of Goldsboro, North Carolina.
Hey, man, I appreciate you being here.
Appreciate you having me.
Talking prior to, starting everything, man. Like, you drove some miles to get here.
Oh, yeah.
Where you based out of?
Goldsboro, North Carolina.
Goldsboro.
Yeah, Goldsboro.
And, I'm not from North Carolina, so when I hear a lot of the names, I'd be like, how far is that? Mm-hmm. So how far is that from here?
With the traffic and stuff, it took me an hour and 15 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully the whole objective of this is to, put your business out there, give you a new platform for people to know who you are.
Right.
One thing about being a food truck owner, being in the food business in general. Oh yeah. You in the kitchen a lot.
Oh yeah.
So a lot of the people don't really know who you are.
Oh yeah.
They don't know what your personality is like. So this In True Form platform is to basically peel back some layers.
Right.
To let everybody know where you got started, how you got to where you are today, and what can we look forward to.
Okay.
So before we go back, I know you just finished up the rodeo that you mentioned.
Oh, yeah.
How was that experience? What was the name of the rodeo for those who don't know?
It was held in Durham, North Carolina this past Friday, and it was the Steppers Food Truck Rodeo. And it was nice, man. It was a nice event. Met a lot of people. I connected with a lot of people. I actually had a chance to meet one of my followers, another brother, him and his wife. We follow each other on TikTok, which is Chop House Barbecue. You know what I mean? They based out of Durham, North Carolina.
Shout out Chop House.
Big shout out to Chop House.
Yep.
It's a good brother.
We got to get them on the couch.
Oh yeah. Hey, we had a nice time and we connected. We're gonna do some work together.
That's good. That's good.
Oh yeah.
That sound pretty dope, man. Different barbecue industry folks connecting and collabing. You don't hear that too much, man. Sometimes it's a crab in a barrel type of mentality, man. It don't seem like you've experienced that recently, or
believe it or not, I put God first in everything I do, first and foremost, and I don't mind helping anybody that I come connected to. You know what I mean? Even with other business things that I got going on, it's just life itself. As one day at a time.
Right.
One day at a time.
That's love. Can you take us back to when you were 16 years old? That's when you first started getting in the kitchen, getting your feet wet. 16, man. My mother had got sick. My mother had a massive stroke, which left her paralyzed. You know what I mean? And mom's is still living. Me and my brother still take care of her, along with my sister-in-law. And at the time, I ain't know anything about cooking except from boiling hot dogs, making sandwiches, and that's it. And my mom sat in her wheelchair. She poured all her recipes into me. My aunt Bernice, God rest her soul, she taught me how to bake. My aunt Brenda, she taught me everything she knew. And my mom said, one day, baby, you're gonna be the lady, and you have to cook for her. And I bet, why not meet my son, mama?
she didn't know how to cook. But and I wound up falling in love with it, man. It just took off. And then all the recipes just repetitive, her talking to me. And every time my aunts them come over every week, hey, I need for you to make this dish, make this, make this, and then it just boom, 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 boom. It just took off. And my cousin David Bynum, he was like, "Cuz, man, you gotta give. He said, if I ever make it famous, cause he was
be my chef.
Yeah, you gonna be my chef. I'm gonna get you a restaurant. He was real and heavy into the entertainment. It was like, cuz, he said, man, you can burn. You can burn, man, you can burn. And it just, I never looked at it like that. And I always said, man, I don't want a restaurant. And then, man, it just, things, they played out the way it did, yeah.
Sometimes we don't know what we want.
Yeah. And a lot of times, God give us things that we don't have a desire for, but he see, no, I'm gonna put you in this position. And I don't have any regrets at all. Yeah. Cause I was actually going in the military before my mom got sick. Once I graduated, me and my best friend Melvin was going in the military together. And when my mom got sick, me and my brother made a decision. We're gonna take care of moms,
Yeah.
And I don't have no regrets.
Now you mentioned your mom and your aunts and all of them pouring into you.
Oh yeah.
What was some of the first dishes that they put in front of you, man, that you perfected?
Any type cobbler, peach cobbler, blueberry cobbler, upside down cake, pound cakes.
Oh, you was baking.
My aunt Bernice, she just poured it into me. Hey, I'm gonna teach you how to make it from scratch, and I'm gonna teach you how to make it instant. And then my mom, baking chicken, frying chicken, ribs. I don't eat seafood at all. I'm not allergic to it. But as a kid, my mom and dad had me and my brother working in the fish market, and I just couldn't stand it. But
that fishy smell.
They
do something to you.
Yeah. And it's just I can do it. Yeah. And over the years, I just perfected my craft. And then once my father got sick, because he actually wound up having a stroke. Every time I would go to his house, son, cook something for me, so I would cook. And he loved pork, but I knew he couldn't have the pork because he had a stroke. So I started perfecting my craft with the turkey barbecue. So I was making turkey barbecue every time I went over there. And then I would do it for family functions. And then one day my best friend, Melvin, he was like, yo, man, you really need to introduce the world to your barbecue. And one day I did it.
That's dope.
Yeah, and it took off. It really did. It took off, and I haven't looked back since.
Yeah. Your mom told you one day you was going to cook for thousands of people, and you've been doing that, but when was it that you realized, like, man, her words really kind of came to life?
It was a couple of years ago, because my profession, I do mental health.
Okay.
I worked for the state of North Carolina for 18 years, and I've been with the federal government for 11. And it really dawned on me one day, because I used to always say, what am I great at? A lot of job promotions, I try to get them, and I would get denied for a lot of job promotions. And I was busting my butt on my job. And I was like, man, why I keep getting turned down? So one day I made a decision to leave my job and start fresh over, and I started working for the government. And I met a guy, and he was actually my business partner. We decided to do Brothers Barbecue together, you know what I mean? Peace and shout out to Ivory Everson as well. Even though we went our separate ways, we still friends. Him and his wife have their business.
That's good.
But I never in my life imagined doors would open up like this, and the things you pray about and ask God for, and you be sincere, but you got to put in work, because faith without work is dead. And it's like, man.
Say that again.
I've met a lot of people that I never, I've cooked for the NAACP. I've met Calvin Richardson, P2K, West Love, all of, I do a lot of concerts, festivals, and in between, I'm still catering. My son helps me out sometimes. My lady, she'll help me. It's just, and my homeboy Gabe from the restaurant, my partner from the restaurant, he and his wife, they'll help me. So we'll do a lot of festivals and stuff. But see, I not only cover North Carolina, I cover North Carolina, South Carolina, D.C., Maryland, Virginia. Yeah, if the money's right,
you on that road.
Oh, yeah. And then I also offer shipping through my website, which is brothersbbq.com. You know what I mean? So I ship my products and stuff. So tell
me about that, because I talked to Madam B I don't know if you got an opportunity to check that interview out, but she talks a lot about shipping her desserts. You know, to places like Hawaii, so to speak. So how does that work for you, man? Like, what does that look like as far as shipping food?
It's cool, man. It's cool. I shipped quite a few times through not UPS, but through the post office. And actually, what was it, last year? They messed up one of my packages, and it was like 2 days before Thanksgiving.
Oh man,
$200 worth of product. So I called the guy. You know, I said, "Hey, look, the lady from the post office just called me and said."
But they lost it, or they just
damaged the whole package. And I was like, "Look," I said, "I'm finna make this trip."
What was inside of the package?
Plenty of barbecue. Yeah, turkey barbecue. Yeah, it was like $200 worth of barbecue. And I said, "Hey man, I need your address." Again, I said, "I'm finna take this trip." He said, "What are you talking about?" I said, "I'm coming to you." My job is to make sure that you get your package. I'm coming to Virginia.
That's dope.
I said, "I'm leaving tonight. Let me get the rest of my orders out for these people."
Right.
And I'm coming. And he said, "Check somewhere else." So I checked UPS. They shipped it. I had to redo it. Boom, boom, boom. $100, but
yeah. You did what you were supposed to do.
I stand behind my product. You know.
Yep.
People believe in me. They buy my product, and I want people to be happy. So hey. It wasn't a loss. It was a gain. Cause every year, every time him and his family have something, he called me.
That's dope, man. That's love, man. When you get that type of clientele, you gotta do everything possible for them, man.
Right.
I just got a lady that reached out to me recently. She just moved from Atlanta. And you know, she'd been living in Atlanta all her life, I suppose. But she just moved here with her husband and their dogs and their kids. And she hit me up and she was just like, "Hey, I'm looking for a photographer. We always do annual pictures." So the first thing I had in my mind was, okay, well, this is her last stop. This is her first and her last stop. So you know, hooked her up with a nice price or whatever. So hopefully, you know, she go with me. But that's the formula. Is that you want that long time commitment, you want that long time customer, because you're gonna always deliver for them, and they're gonna always send people your way. You mentioned earlier too that you do mental health work. What type of mental health work do you do?
I do inpatient mental health for the Department of Veteran Affairs, and it's mainly we do drug and alcohol, and also people suffering from mental health, because you know all of that is under the same umbrella. And I love it. I love helping the veterans. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
How do you handle disappointment with your career, your business? Because we all know that being an entrepreneur comes with needing thick skin. You know, how did you handle that earlier on? And how is that working for you now?
For me, because social media, the way people put everything on social media, a lot of times I'm not, first and foremost, I'm not going to respond publicly, because that's just not me. I'm not going to be confrontational. I'm going to pick up the phone and call you, "Hey, how can I make this right?" You know, and knock on wood, thank God, since I've been in business, I might have had, you know, as far as my catering business, I might have had 5 complaints, if that much.
Out of how many years?
Since 2017.
2017.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, it is. It's because I cook with love, and I put all my pride in what I do. I'm not going to put out anything that I'm not going to eat.
I know that's right.
It's, how can I go to somebody's restaurant and something is not right? And don't get me wrong, you have your good days and your bad days, but I'm not going to serve somebody something that I wouldn't eat.
Right. I get that. I tell you what, I got this friend of mine that's in Augusta, Georgia. Shout out to my man Nick. Nick, he's the only one that I've ever tasted his beef brisket or his brisket. And it fall off the bone. How's your brisket, man?
Believe it or not, I've done 3 briskets.
Okay.
Me and my best friend Charles Lanes, shout out to Charles.
Shout out to
you
Charles,
probably watching because I shared it with you.
Okay.
But we done like 2 or 3 briskets together, and like I said, I smoke my turkeys 12 hours. I use oak wood, nothing but oak wood, and
Them turkey necks be looking good too.
That's how, for me, that's how I stand out from the rest. You know what I mean? Because I take my time, and once it's time to chop it up and I season it again, I massage my seasoning. I make sure that every piece of meat has it. And brisket is a game changer. Brisket is hard. You got to perfect it. And one day, you know, that next year, that's going to really be another one of my focuses. I'm actually getting ready to start doing more brisket and stuff.
Okay.
I can do it.
How them ribs?
Oh, people love my ribs.
Yeah. Y'all gonna have me, you know, cut this interview short and get on the back of his truck.
Look, been a country boy, and a lot of people, you know, home cooking, you know, when you cook ribs at home, you want them to fall off the bone, but ribs are not supposed to fall off the bone. If you're doing competition,
you're supposed to hold it. You're supposed to be able to hold on to it
and bite it and leave your teeth print in it. And you want to see that smoke ring either on that beef or on that pork rib.
This is a no pause session.
Yeah, you got the.
We talking ribs and bones,
and it's, you know,
there's no pause zone.
People love them. It was a few years ago. Actually, a guy said he hadn't ate pork in years. You know, he just started eating pork, and he was looking like, man, them ribs look good. And his wife was like, baby, like, you know, try them, just try them. He's like, nah. And you know,
yeah, my man itching for some pork ribs.
He kept looking at him, and I broke him.
Oh man,
I broke him. You know what I mean?
You ever broke a vegan?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I know a few vegans that be like, man, I don't touch no meat, man. And get alone the swine, man. But they'll eat it.
Hey man, I'll break your heart. You know what I mean? I like I said, I got people that call me every week. Hey, you coming down here with your food truck? I'm like, yo, I'm booked and busy. You know what I mean?
Word.
And it's when you ask God for something and He deliver, cause He gonna deliver. You just gotta be ready for it.
Right, that's true.
Be ready for it.
Be careful what you ask for, but be intentional about what you ask for.
Power in the tongue, you know, and it's when you be obedient and do the right thing, what God asks you to do and leads you to do, you got to.
You know, one of my recent interviews, I sat with Lou Torres, the owner of Coco Chrissy. And one of the things that he mentioned was, you know, he was at a crossroad. He didn't know what he wanted to do. But he asked God, he went to sleep, asked God, yo, I'm yours, in so many words, like, tell me what I need to do. He woke up the next morning, he said, I got to do my icy business. Did you have a similar type of situation like that where you was just like, man, I don't know what I need to be doing, or you always knew you was going to be doing your barbecue and your seafood? We gonna get into the seafood in a second, but
man, I never imagined doing what I'm doing. You know, once upon a time I wanted to go to school for nursing, and then I was like, nah, I don't.
You just like helping people.
Yeah, I was like, nah, because my mom was in the nursing field, you know, before she got sick, and it was like, nah, I don't want to do that. I said, you know what, I'm gonna be a respiratory therapist. Nah. And then I found myself being trapped in work. I worked all the time, doubles. And when I was off, I would spend time with my son.
Yeah.
I go get my son. We go to Fayetteville, go spend time with my pops, because like I said, my pops was sick and my mom's was sick. So I'm juggling, you know, between work. Been a full-time dad because I have a daughter. My daughter lives in Savannah, so I'm shooting in Savannah, go spend time with her. Spending time with my son, and then when my son got into sports, you know, hey, I really gotta, you know,
yeah.
And like I said, I never imagined being where I'm at today in my life.
Right. But you're still in the field of making people feel good.
Oh yeah.
And being a servant in a sense.
I always tell people, especially at work, hey, I'm retiring today. I'm leaving today. I'm leaving. But I can't just leave. I gotta wait on God to say, hey son,
this the next move.
Hey, now it's time.
Yep.
And you know, there's a lot coming in the next year for Brothers Barbecue. So yeah, I'm enjoying it.
That's what's up.
I'm enjoying it. I'm president of a nonprofit organization. You know, we give back to.
What's the name of the organization?
This is it right here. Actually, Destiny Intellect Skills for You. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Big shout out to my cousin Culture Holmes. He actually came up with the name of it, and big shout to another one of my bros, which he passed too, which was Victor Battle Senior. So you know, I rock the brand and stuff like that. You know, people ask me, "You're not gonna wear Brothers Barbecue?" And I was like, "Nah, not today."
Yeah. Nah, I respect that.
Oh yeah.
What were some of the early challenges you faced when moving from, you know, cooking at home and then cooking on a larger scale?
Honestly, at first it was the support. I get more support in other places than I do at home.
Speak that. You get more support from strangers.
Yeah, I get more support from strangers.
People sometimes.
And it took me a while to understand the difference between a client and a customer. Because I got clients that every time they have something, any family function,
they hit you up.
They hit me up.
Yep.
Yeah.
You right. Man, me and my man Kenny talk about that all the time, man. We talk about how people that you know personally will pour into other strangers' businesses.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Than yours.
Oh yeah.
And that's something, even me doing photography for 13, 14, 15 years, that's something that still get under my skin. And it's crazy because I know it's not me. You know what I mean? Like you know, speaking from a mental therapist way, because you know, I do therapy as well.
Okay.
So one of the things that I'm always constantly keeping in mind is Corey is not you. You know what I mean? Or, you know, someone reaches out to you, they waste your time inquiring day in and day out. They're hitting you up every couple of days.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, man, you know, I know I talked to you last week. You know, I'm still trying to see if that November date available. And then you giving them all of you.
Oh, yeah.
And then they turn around and they ghost you or something like that. And it's, or you on Facebook and you see a family member, they just did an event, but they got a whole different type of caterer there. And you like, yo, you know I cook.
Yeah.
Or if you see a post, hey, I'm looking for a caterer. Yo, you know I cook.
But you know what? I don't respond, man.
Yeah.
I learned how to not respond to a lot of things. Me with my relationship with Christ, one of my biggest obstacles I had to learn was to forgive people. And when you can forgive people, because we ask God every day to forgive us for our sins. You know, if that's your routine in your prayer. How can you ask God to forgive you if you can't forgive
If you can't forgive somebody else?
Yeah, man.
Word.
In restaurant business, in business itself, man, it's crucial. You know what I mean? And I had another restaurant, you know, with another lady, and we parted ways. And when it came down to the business, to pay me back,
you ain't get nothing back.
And I ran into Christmas, December. I'm getting a few things so I can cater. And the lady walked up behind me. She said, "Sir, don't buy everything." And I didn't turn around. So, "Oh, ma'am," I said, "There's plenty."
Oh, she didn't even know it was you.
Nah. She didn't know it was me. And it just as clear as day. Turn around, son. And I know it was God speaking to me. Turn around. When I turned around, she said, "Hey, how you doing?" And I smiled.
Just smiled at her. Yep.
Smiled at her. I said,
probably spooked the mess out of her.
I said, there's plenty of stuff. She said, "Oh, congratulations. I heard you got a food truck." "Yes, ma'am." "I heard business was good." I said, "Yes, ma'am." I said, "I'm blessed." She said, "Yeah." She said, "I understand." She said, "I heard about the guy," because there was another guy I wanted to actually take him to court, you know, for a big catering. And I was holding it. And she said, "Yeah, I'm sorry about that. People will do you dirt." I said, "Yes, ma'am, they sure will." I said, "But you know what?" I said, "I forgive you."
Yeah.
The same way I forgave him. I said, I can't ask God to forgive me if I can't forgive somebody else. And she looked. She said, "Yes." She's like, "Wow."
That's strong.
And I just walked off. The very next day, me and my brother pulling up to the gas station. Truck cut in front of me. I knew who it was because I know his truck. I went around. I'm at Sam's Club. You're only supposed to go one way at the gas pump. I went around. So now I'm behind him. I get out the truck. He was standing there. he was looking behind him. I said, "What's up, man?" And he turned around. I said, "How you doing?" He said, "I'm all right, man. How you doing?" I said, "I'm great." So when I got back in the truck, my brother was like, "Who was that dude you was talking to?" I said, "That's the dude that owed me that money." He said, "What? Why you ain't tell me?"
It don't matter.
I said, "Look," I said, "I forgave him." "What? All that money you owe you?" I said, "Yeah."
Yeah.
I said, "I had to. I haven't skipped a beat."
Because it feel good to do it.
When I tell you money,
Yeah.
oh yeah, they owe me money.
Yeah, I bet.
Like,
but you gonna get it back tenfold.
Man,
That's what my man Kenny always tell me. He be like, man, we gonna get it back.
God
You know what I'm saying?
has, when they say tenfold, it's been 20, 30-fold. I haven't skipped a beat at all.
That's
you know
dope,
what
bro.
I mean? And
it's great to hear that, man.
I get mushy and teary-eyed when I talk about the blessings that man, oh my God.
I get it, bro.
Man, it's deep.
I totally get it. We're gonna take a quick break, man. We got my man brother P blessing us with some great energy, man, some great word, some gems, some jewels. So y'all just stay tuned real quick. What's who can you get on this platform?
Oh, I got plenty of people. It's like I said, my friend Go-Go Berries, you know, she will pull up.
Yeah,
she owns a bakery.
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Make that happen for me, bro.
Yeah, she owns a bakery and the food
is, tell her story and
she's in the hospital. She's in about 5 stores. Yeah.
And what's her name?
It's her name is
that's Dr. Tamika?
No. That's one of my friends. Actually, she's from Georgia, but she's in South Carolina now. Okay. She actually just wrote a book. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. She just wrote another book, and she got a story to tell as well. She's a powerful lady.
I'm gonna be hitting you up not just for the food, but for some guests.
Oh yeah.
Because In True Form is growing. We went from this past March. We went from 30, 40 something subscribers on YouTube to 184. So right now the platform is pushing, but and I'm trying to get to that 500 mark, by sometime, next year, February, March, trying to basically just go into overdrive mode, trying to get sponsors. So we're gonna make it happen, man. We're putting it out there.
Most definitely.
But ask you a few more questions, man. Try to keep it rolling. So, how did your transition from cooking for family to starting Brother B's Barbecue and Catering as a business? How was that transition? Like, you know what? Let me move out of this kitchen. Let me, stop doing these plates, and I'm gonna start doing this over on this end. How was that transition like?
Man, it was actually started out cooking on the grill. I had a grill made actually for my birthday, December 2017. I had a 14-foot trailer made. It had a 5-foot by 46-inch pig cooker in the front, and in the back it had a 6 by 46-inch pig cooker in the back. It had a smoke box on it and 5 burners on the sides, so I could fry food, cook, boil, everything. All in one spot, man.
Everything on one grill, bro?
Yeah. I actually pretty much gave it away, man. I sold this whole guy last year for $1,200 because it was just sitting there.
Yeah.
I fell in love with smoking.
Right.
I had 2 smokers built last year, and it's just, and to been out in the weather under a tent. We would do every year the biggest bonfire on earth at Todd's Park, which is in Zebulon. And you talking about cold. And everybody else in food trailers and stuff. And we out there on the grill under the tent with the deep fries.
Right. Eating good though.
Man, what? And I actually outselling everybody that was on the food trucks.
Yo, food will change everything.
Oh yeah, it's a game changer.
Food gonna change anything. You can literally be having the worst day. And somebody can hand you a piece of something.
Oh yeah.
And your whole mood is fixed. Over food, bro.
Man, I done stood in the rain because Thanksgiving time I have a lot of orders and stuff to get out. Thanksgiving and Christmas, I've been in the snow cooking.
Yeah, your busy season about to kick in.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's, believe it or not, I've been busy all year. This is the busiest I've ever been.
Really?
What? Oh,
me and
God.
you both, though, man. Like, I can honestly say this has been the best year for my photography business. In all the years that I've been shooting. There's something about it.
Right.
And then with the podcast and all that flowing in, so I can attest to that.
Oh, yeah. And, yeah.
What's been different this year than last year, though?
Last year, was moving steady. Last year was good, but this year it's unbelievable.
It's more smooth this year than last year?
It's way smoother. You know what I mean? I do a lot with my eyes closed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I'm smoking them birds and I know I'm smoking them, I lay on the couch and I'm up every 2 hours feeding that smoker.
Because you know how long it's going to be. It's always going to come out the same way. You done perfected it in a sense. That's what it is. You're in perfection season.
Oh yeah.
That's cool, man. I'm going to give you a fun question real quick, though. If you had to choose one dish from your menu that represents you, represents you the best, which would it be and why?
My turkey barbecue.
Why?
It's a game changer.
Like you a game changer.
Hey, oh yeah, most definitely. My turkey barbecue is a game changer. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Because I also make a jerk turkey barbecue.
Oh word.
Oh yeah.
And I see now you speaking my language.
Oh man. Oh my
I'm a
God.
jerk chicken head.
Oh, believe it or not, my best friend, I spoke on him, earlier, on Melvin Spate. He's actually a realtor.
Okay.
He was like, bro, try that jerk. Try to do something with some jerk. So I did some jerk turkey barbecue, man, and oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I make jerk from scratch.
Okay.
You do yours from scratch?
Nah.
No?
Nah, I've never tried it.
I throw you my recipe.
All right, that's what's up. I
Serious.
might have to try yours. I'll invest into you. You know what I mean? I'll buy something from you.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
I don't sell it. Everybody at home know when they coming over for some jerk chicken. All right.
I'll buy some.
Say less.
You know what I mean?
Say less.
Hey, that's
we'll
what
talk about that.
You know what I mean?
Let's see. So, your dream catering gig. If you had a dream catering gig, everybody has a dream. I used to dream playing in the NBA. If you could cook for any celebrity, past or present, who would it be?
That's a good question. Believe it or not, I never really thought about it. I was a diehard Prince fan. You know what I mean? God rest his soul. You know what I mean? Hey, Prince, legend, man. Legend.
I was watching some clips in the other day. He did like 5 or 6 splits in a row on stage.
Yeah,
I was like, what?
Yeah. My cousin, the one I was telling you about earlier, David Bynum, the one that was heavy in the music. Oh my God, you talking about instruments and sing?
He could do all of that.
What?
Really?
I used to say, if you ever get there, because he choreography, he wrote his own music, he rapped, he did reggae, draw. To this day,
he was talented. He was gifted.
Oh my God.
He was gifted.
Oh my God.
That's all that was. That was just a God-given gift.
Man, he was there today. Actually, I went to go see him today. I said, man, I cut my own hair, but I like, cuz I need you to tighten me up so I can look good. You know what I mean?
You know how to barber. He barber too?
He's a licensed barber. Yeah, he got his own barber shop. You know what I mean? And man, he talented.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So what would you cook for Prince? What Prince sitting there singing and humming?
You know what?
Eating his food too.
I believe Prince would want some collard greens.
Okay.
Cook, because I cook everything with turkey because a lot of people don't eat pork. So when I cater for events, I let people know, hey, my greens, my beans, cabbage, everything is gonna have turkey unless you say, hey, well, can you do a pan with pork? But other than that, it's gonna have that turkey in it. You know,
my aunt be making that turkey butt for me, man, in her greens, man. You be putting turkey butts in the greens.
Believe it or not, when I do my turkeys, I go on and smoke the necks too. So I take the turkey necks and I put them up. You know what I mean? So when I'm ready to do a big catering, I got my smoked turkey necks.
Right.
And it's a difference when people go to the store and buy those turkey legs and stuff. And I'm not knocking it. That's an actual electric smoker, so it ain't wood. So when you go to the fair and get those turkey legs, all that stuff those guys they be selling, and I'm not knocking it, it's already pre-smoked. Only thing they doing is putting it on that
on that
big skillet. You know what I mean?
I'm with you.
And warming it up.
I'm with you.
Versus getting a real smoked turkey leg.
You ever worked up at the fair? Do you ever had a?
Believe it or not, back home we got the largest livestock fair, which is in Goldsboro, which is Wayne County. And the last 4 years I've tried to get into it, and every year they tell me the same thing. Wait the next year we'll allow people, and me, I'm not gonna beg nobody. So
right.
I ain't gonna never ask them again.
Yeah.
That's just me. That's my mindset.
You done got my three acts, and that's it.
And I told the lady, early this year, I was like, hey, you said you took my information down. Wait the next year. You told me that the year before and the year before. Well, we're giving the people the opportunity that was here last year. Okay, thank you, man. You have a great one. You know what I mean? I look forward to one day cooking at with the Raleigh Fair. You know what I mean? It's a big fair.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of big festivals. In fact, we got another one, a big foodie cultural festival coming up October the 3rd through the 5th here in Raleigh. You know what I mean?
Say that.
It's going to be a big festival.
Okay.
So we're going to be there. Me and the team, we're going to be there, and we're going to do our thing.
How many employees do you have with you?
Believe it or not, sometimes my friend, he'll help me. My lady, she'll help out. My partner from the restaurant, him and his wife will help out. And
you got community support.
Oh, yeah. And we've done festivals with just us three. And we can run it,
Right.
Oh, yeah. Had a grill, because my trailer got a porch on it, so I got a big pig cook on the back of that. So we got that jumping. You know what I mean?
Tell me about Pier 34, man. Pier 34 Seafood and Pub.
Mm-hmm.
You co-own that.
Mm-hmm.
How did that come about? Like, you're in the middle of doing, Brothers Barbecue, and now seafood comes into effect. And you mentioned earlier, you don't like seafood.
Nah, I don't want no seafood.
You done perfected a food that you don't really care for like that.
I had to learn from my mom, because my mom loves seafood. She used to always have me make those mackerel patties and frying her fish and stuff like that.
Mackerel patties?
Yeah.
Yo, I've never heard of that before.
Yeah.
So I've heard of the salmon croquettes.
Mm-hmm. And that's the same thing.
But you're using mackerel.
Mm-hmm.
So I had smoked mackerel for the first time from H-Mart, this little Asian market.
Mm-hmm.
I had it in a can. Mm-hmm. Me and my son had it. Changed our life last week. That's what you pretty much use to make your patties?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I ain't never think of that. That's probably super good.
Yeah,
but you wouldn't know because you don't eat it.
Right. Your egg, your celery, of course, the salmon croquette. Some people use breadcrumbs, all that stuff. Boom, 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 boom. I've used flour before, boom, 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 put it together. Fried.
Man, I know that's not good. Man, I ain't even think about it like that, man. I always look at the tuna can or the salmon can without the bones.
Oh, yeah.
But I ain't even think about no mackerel. But go ahead, but continue though, man. Tell me about the pier.
Pier 34 opened November 2019. I wind up becoming part owner, March of 2020. And I guaranteed them something. I said, when I come in, the sales are gonna go up 20 or 30%. I said, but I need to be in the parking lot with my big grill. So I will go live. And then, because a lot of people, some people knew about the restaurant, but some people didn't. So I'm out there, people are stopping because they see this grill and I'm putting up all the smoke I can. And people learn about the restaurant. And I love to talk to people, especially about Christ. And a couple had came and they wanted to do an interview on me, on my grill, Brothers Barbecue. And at the time I was like, look, I can't. Why not? This is your business, yeah, but I'm not a selfish person. This restaurant, I'm part owner here. We need more people.
So the seafood spot is a restaurant. It's not a food truck or nothing like that. Oh, okay.
It's actually brick and mortar.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's about 3,000 square feet, actually a little bit bigger.
Okay.
Yeah, and we also I have a fully stocked bar upstairs, restaurant full of TVs, patio TVs and
Let
stuff.
everybody know where they can find
and,
that location at.
We on 1206 North Berkeley Boulevard. That's Pier 34 Seafood and Pub. Got a nice menu. You can look us up. You can Google, whatever. It's on Facebook and it's on Instagram.
That's what's up, bro. Who's the other owner with the seafood spot?
I have Gabriel Smith, Michael Smith, Larry Barksdale, and Marcus Smith.
Okay.
So yeah, so 3 of my brothers.
Yeah, and
one of them is a
close friend.
Close friend. So yeah,
that's cool, man.
Yeah.
We need more black brothers putting in like that.
Yeah.
Like everybody grows when everybody putting in.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's businesses. We've during COVID, we did some record-breaking numbers. During COVID, for a lot of people, it wasn't. We was featured on CBS World News twice. Cause again, I reach out to people. Hey, we was featured on Munchin' and Lunchin', which is a black television network.
Is that where did I see Tim Schropp?
I think Tim has been on Munchin' and Lunchin'.
I didn't know if he was the one, if he tried some of your food while he was on that.
Tim had actually, I reached out to Tim one day. This was actually during COVID, and we supposed to got together, but we didn't never get together.
Never got all the way through. Time,
and then he took off.
Yeah, he been on another level lately. He actually gonna be here this weekend.
A lady I met in Virginia. Her name's call herself the Gwen Factor. She's a comedian, phenomenal comedian. She came down 2 years ago, Memorial Day weekend, and she did a segment. She actually brought the crew and stuff. They came down, and the name of the show is Munchin' and Lunchin', and they did an interview on the restaurant. We've been in the magazine Save News. We did an interview, kind of basically like this, for Save News. So yeah, it's got its it's got its ups and downs, but you know, everything
moving though.
Oh yeah,
everything moving.
Oh yeah.
So you've been in rooms, speaking of the Munchin', you've been in rooms you've never imagined. What's been the most surreal opportunity that you've had so far with Brothers Barbecue?
I never imagined cooking for the NAACP. You know what I mean? Headquarters was basically out of Goldsboro. The old president of NAACP was in Goldsboro. That was home for him. And
how'd you get that opportunity?
Knowing people.
There you go.
Yeah, knowing people.
Word of mouth, relationships.
Miss Francine Smith, she's one of the senior peoples at Rebuilding Broken Places. They help a lot of people in the community. Her and Mr. John Barnes and all them, and they reached out to me. It was actually during the voting polls and stuff, and then I've actually catered for them for other events and stuff they done. And see, they're all intertwined, with the NAACP, and it just, man, and my brother, my best friend Charles, he was talking to one of the gentlemen that lives in his town. They actually own a big car dealership, and they had me cater for a senior village. And then he actually pulled me to the side and said, "Hey man, can you cater for me and my family, for Thanksgiving?" And in my mind, I'm like, "Oh, it's a multi-millionaire. I'm cooking for it, and and it's,
you already know the food gonna be great."
Yeah, it's been a blessing, man. Like man, it's big.
You ever experienced imposter syndrome?
About 3 months ago, man. I keep to myself, but I speak to people. Where I live at. A gentleman came over. I see him. I would speak, keep moving. It's just I be busy. He, he came to my house and he was like, "Hey man, I always smell your food. Da 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 da. How much would you charge me to make me some pork barbecue?" I said, "Man, I'll do it for you for free. You my neighbor. I've never really had a chance to actually meet you. I've been in my house since 2005, and he's like, well, I got to give you something." He said, "Can I at least pay for the meat?" Yeah, so you know, he gave me $20 or whatever.
White guy or black guy?
It was a white guy.
Okay.
And, you know, and I told him, I said, okay, I have it ready for you Sunday, because I was actually already booked, but I knew Sunday I had some more stuff that I had to do. I was like, yeah, I have it ready for you. And he popped up back to my house again. He was like, hey man, you got my barbecue ready? I said, sir, I told you I'll call you. You know what I mean? But I still got to be business. He's like,
Right.
yeah, man, I lost my phone, and
My man was fiending over there.
he was like, but how much longer that barbecue gonna be ready? I said it'll be ready. And you know, I'm doing some ribs for somebody. I had some brats and some hot dogs. I had my sides and stuff cooking. He's like, well, can I take some of them brats and stuff down to the ball field? He said, I was down there telling them about your business. I was like, nah, I just told you this is somebody order. He's like,
He
man,
was on that time.
yeah, he was like, well, can I take the signs off your cars, man, and put them on my truck, man? I want to make Brothers Barbecue worldwide. I said, nah, no thank you.
He being extra.
Yeah, I'm like, nah, man. I said, nah, yeah. I said, you're doing too much. Keep in mind, now, you telling me you done lost your phone, but I done heard you beep since we talking to each other. I heard his phone chirp. I said,
Man, he being
now
weird.
the mode I'm in, like, I'm at work.
You in street mode now, though.
I'm at work.
You still got your street senses on.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, I'm at work. I'm dealing with somebody with mental health issues.
Absolutely,
You know,
yep.
my mind, that's what I do.
Yep.
I said, okay. And I never skipped the beat. I act like I didn't hear his phone go off. And so he's like, yeah, call me on this number right here, which he gave me his son's phone number. Okay. I said, I got to make a run. When I come back, I'll bring it to you. I'll let it, I'll chop it up and I'll bring it to you. Okay. Boom. And it never dawned on me to check my stuff. I called before I left. He didn't answer the phone. I saw him standing outside in the yard, him and his sons. I come back, I go home, I get a barbecue, I put it in a quart. I did him a quart of barbecue. I called his phone again, no answer, neither phone. So boom, I had to leave back out to go deliver these people their stuff. I pulls up in his driveway, blew the horn. He didn't come outside, his son came outside. So here you go, young man, get to see your dad. It's okay, thank you. With iPhone, I don't know about Android, but if you text somebody, you can see that they read your message.
Of course.
He read my messages on both phones, but he said he lost his phone. And something said later on, look at your car. And I looked at my car. He done stole the signs off my car and put them on his truck. I'm upset. Like, yo, am I getting punked or what?
Where the camera's at?
So look, I pulled my camera up on my phone. I can look at my cameras on my house. Yo, he came to my house at 9:30 this morning and took the signs off my car.
Jeez.
I had noticed it.
What you think was wrong with him? And you said he ain't never talked to you since you've been living here since 2005?
Yeah, never talked to him before.
3 years ago, it was the first time
Oh, yeah.
y'all had any type of encounter with each other, like face to face.
3 months ago, yeah.
3 months ago.
3 months
That's
ago.
crazy.
Yeah. Thank you, but yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah, but yeah, it's on. I'm like, that's what we're doing.
That's wild.
So then I get a phone call from a Virginia number. So I always answer my phone. She said, "This is Brothers Barbecue." I said, "Yes, ma'am, it is." Sir, you was out here earlier and one of your signs fell off your truck.
Yeah, right.
Huh? Not my truck. I got the restaurant on my truck. My Lexus, I got Brothers Barbecue on my Lexus, and my Lexus ain't moved. She said, "Sir, we're about to close, and I'm gonna put your sign on the fence. I'm gonna stick it to the fence. It should stick up there." She said, "You sure you wasn't out here selling barbecue earlier?" No. So that's when it dawned on me. This dude done got the barbecue from me and went out there trying to sell my product. Like, he's Brothers Barbecue.
Wow, man.
And so
that's why he was so anxious of trying to get you to get him to buy it from you.
Yeah.
So he can sell it at a different, try to make
so
money
to learn
back.
later on, I'm not on Facebook, and my lady showed me. She said, is this the guy you were talking about?" And I'm looking at it like, that is my neighbor. They had banned him from a neighborhood down the street. That he was doing a bunch of weird stuff. I said, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, definitely mental issue.
He needs mental help.
Yeah.
He's off his medication and stuff. and
probably got like some kind of personality disorder, some type of
and it's
something going on there.
I saw him maybe about a month and a half ago. I was walking out of the house, and here he come walking by. He was about to cut through my yard. I said, "Hey, I told you don't come back in my yard, man." But I was laughing.
Yeah, and try to keep it light with him.
Yeah. I was like, I told you, don't come in my yard, man. Where my sign at? I got my sign.
Yeah.
It's on the back of my truck. Where my sign at? Oh, I'm going to give it to you, man. I'm going to give it to you. But, you know, it's, I don't know, man.
That's sad, though.
Mental health is real, man. It's real.
That's sad, bro.
Yeah.
We're going to take our last break, man. If you want to let everybody know where they can find you at, man, and we're going to get into the closeout part of the show.
Yeah, on TikTok you can find me. TikTok and IG you can find me at Brothers BBQ and Catering. My website is brothersbbq.com. The business number 701-5048. That's brothersbbq.com. And my whole menu and everything and all my contact information and stuff up there, and all my shipping and everything is on there on my website. My friends talking about smile.
Yeah, man.
She takes me to my smile.
Yeah, she watching.
Yeah,
that's funny.
Like, smile, yeah. That's my road dog.
You in game mode right now. But it's all good, man. Again, I appreciate you all for tapping in with us on this very special episode of In True Form. I have Patrick Williams with me, owner of Brothers BBQ and co-owner of Pier 64.
Pier 34 Seafood and Pub.
Seafood and Pub. He's been out here spending some time with me, man, just sharing his story. If you guys haven't looked into the early part of the episode, if you just fast forwarding it through, my man is out of Goldsboro. And yeah, man, we just coming down to the final stretch. One question I do have for you, man, if barbecue wasn't your lane, what would you be doing? I know you alluded to mental health and awareness earlier. We talked about, you know, those different types of avenues that you trickled into. What do you see yourself doing if barbecue wasn't even in the picture? You wasn't cooking at all?
Continue helping people, man. I'm big on helping people. Like I said, you know, destiny and intellect skills for youth. You know, we do a lot and have done a lot, and we'll continue doing a lot for the community. So,
what type of events that you do for that? Like, what are for your nonprofit?
Back to school and Christmas, we do toy drive. Yeah, oh yeah.
For the toy drive for Christmas, around the Christmas time.
Oh yeah.
When does that typically take place, and what does it look like? Like, paint that picture for me.
Man, it's for the last couple of years we was, I can't say inactive, but just doing other things, helping people behind the scenes. Christmas, man.
Is it like earlier in December, or is it like right?
Yeah, it's early in December, like the first week of December, man.
Okay.
Yeah, and
let me know.
We do.
Let me know.
Bicycle, clothes, toys, you know, you name it.
Where do y'all do the drive at?
We actually did it. The last big one we did it was at Rebuilding Broken Places, which is in Goldsboro, North Carolina.
Okay.
The place I was mentioning earlier. We've also did stuff at the community center, which is W.A. Foster Community Center.
Okay.
And stuff, you know. And I've actually teamed up with some more people in the community. We actually just did one 2 weekends ago. You know, it was about 25 of us got together and did something. I did my part, because I had to work, you know, serving the veterans, so I couldn't be there, but I was there in spirit. And they was like, hey, we need you there next year, because somebody actually fell and went in cardiac arrest. And, you know, I'm certified to use the AED and CPR and all that other stuff. So
let me know towards Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Let me know what the dates are, because I would like to donate toys.
Okay.
I'll get like a big bag. We'll meet up somewhere, and I can get that to you, and that'd be from you know, my household to
Most
to the community,
Most
man.
Definitely.
I love to contribute to that.
Most definitely.
closing out, man, how do you balance the creative side of cooking with the business side of catering and restaurant ownership, man? How do you keep that authenticity and that creative spirit?
Man, it's I can't even say it's hard. It come natural. I just go with the flow. You know what I mean? Every move I make, man, I ask God to cover me.
Word.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got to. Hey, lead me.
Word.
You know what I mean? And when you take God everywhere you go, and what you do, it's gonna be all right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And part of my prayer every day is God, I'm asking you to open doors and close doors, and continue to block anything that the enemy come to kill and destroy. That's my prayer every day. You know what I mean? Hey, and it works.
So, I don't know if you got an opportunity to watch any of the episodes, but I always close out with my signature question. Being in true form is all about authenticity, stepping into your purpose. What is being in true form mean to you, and how do you see that in your everyday life?
Man, as far as me with everyday life, as far as being in my true form, it's just prayer, you know. Even with my son and my daughter, and anybody I come in contact with, you know, is put God first, you know, or whatever you believe in. It's just prayer.
Or
Oh yeah.
there you go, man. There you have it. You got Patrick Williams, Brothers Barbecue, Pier 34, and Seafood and Pub. I appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you
being a guest on my platform, bro. I feel like we're gonna have a lot of big things in the future to take place, and I appreciate y'all for tuning in, locking in. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. You already know the whole nine. Follow my man on all social media platforms. Shoot him an inbox. Make sure you hit him up as far as for catering if you're in the North Carolina area. He also mentioned he travels and he ships and delivers. So y'all stay locked in and show some love, support. Peace.
Peace out, y'all.